What started me carving, I went to an art gallery in Mystic, Connecticut, and I saw shorebirds that I thought would fly away, and they were so beautiful. I couldn't imagine anybody making something like that out of wood. Then I went to Long Lake, and I saw a carving of a river otter by Rick Woods. The fur looked just like fur, but it was wood. Mm-hmm. The sculpture was for sale for $400, but it was already sold. Mm-hmm. So I bought his book, and then I was hooked. And I had a job in the UN, and I had to install a 3,000-pound carving. And the artist let me carve a leaf, and I was hooked again. Mm-hmm. My best carving was a carving of the crucifix I carved for my daughter Susan. She likes it very much. What I like about carving, it takes a lot of time, and the time goes so fast, and there's a lot of satisfaction with a finished job. I guess I carved about 1,000 different carvings, but the cross is my favorite. Get a book by Boots and read it and practice, and you'll be a carver as well as I was. Thank you.
The Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snows. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes she sees our unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and coat are patched with love that Margaret sewed in. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets that trip him though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he's alone, calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The windmills swirl the winter in. She winds his muffler tighter. They sit in the kitchen, and the tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment calls her name, she makes his bed up, humming some old love song. She learned it when the tune was very new. He hums a line or two, they hum together in the night. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man. On a cold winter's night, with a storm at its height, a lifeboat answered the call. They pitched and they tossed till we thought they were lost, as we watched from the harbour wall. Though the night was pitch black, there was no turning back, for someone was waiting out there. But each volunteer had to live with his fear as they joined in a silent prayer. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea. And carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. As they battle their way past the mouth of the bay, it was blowing like never before. As they gallantly fought, every one of them thought of loved ones back on the shore. Then a flicker of light, and they knew they were right. There she was, on the crest of a wave. She's an old fishing boat, and she's barely afloat. Please God, there are souls we can save and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. And back in the town, in a street that runs down to the sea and the harbour wall, they had gathered in pairs at the foot of the stairs to wait for the radio call. And just before dawn, when all hope was gone, came a hush and a faraway sound. 'Twas the coxswain, he roared, all survivors on board, thank God, and we're homeward bound to carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry them safely home from the sea. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, I would surely find another where a wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? The summertime is coming. Oh, the summertime is coming. The trees are sweetly blooming, and the trees are sweetly blooming. The wild mountain thyme, and the wild mountain thyme goes around the blooming heather, goes around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? We'll all go together, and we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lads. Come over over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll make the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the boy, but my love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on our locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the boy, but my love is fairer than any. 'Tis not for the parting with my sister Kate, 'tis not for the grief of my mother, 'tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the boy, but my love is fairer than any.
I was sitting on the beach, and that was a cloud formation. And I sketched the cloud formation, and I made myself a crazy worm.